Hello, everyone in AdvoCare world. This is your WOD video for Wednesday, and I really like the way this camera thing makes my face look, but I'm going to turn the light off to make everybody happy now. This is Brandon Knife from Montgomery, Alabama, and I will be your WOD coach today. And I have a tough duty following up the two previous WOD coaches for this week. DJ did an amazing job sharing, one of the main reasons why you should get to an incentive trip to be around the people that you want to pattern your life or your business after. And then Danielle really emphasized a lot of the training tips that we got from Hilton Head. So kind of left me at a little bit of a loss. I was very fortunate to be able to host um, a leader down in Hilton Head and was able to have Christy Wells experience what it's like to be on an incentive tripping. And guys, it's there's nothing like being on an Advocare incentive trip to be surrounded by that many number one quality human beings, but also those people that are really progressing this business and are being just exceptional stewards of the opportunity that we have here in Advocare is a special thing. And so, as Danielle has said, and as DJ said, make sure you guys do everything in your power to earn the trip. It's often said that Jesse or myself or James or Jonathan Daniel, well, basically, if you put a carton of empty milk on the table and you say that it's up for an incentive, we're probably going to go after it just because we're competitive people. And I think it's a very valuable trait to have here because um, the only thing that really drives us in what we're doing here is our purpose and why we're doing Advocare. And if we have to be externally prodded and motivated by something else, we're probably not um, we're probably not going to last as long as we think we are. So any challenge that's out there, it's just something that highly motivated people go after. But I really wanted to focus on what the main thing that I got from Hilton Head was, and it always resonates with me when we bring new people into Advocare, introduce them to the opportunity, and just they're just not really willing to change and grow and become more than they were before they got involved with Advocare. And Jesse Reynolds did an amazing training on how to ask really good questions, but he also did an amazing training on a question that we all probably need to ask ourselves, or actually have other people or ask other people to or about ourselves. And that question is, what would other people change about me if they could? And so it's a really difficult question to ask other people to ask you because it opens you up for critique and for some accountability. And, some people may consider it criticism, but for me, I welcome the answers to the questions because in order for you to really take the next step in your Advocare journey, you have to be willing to grow. You have to be willing to get outside of your little comfort zone and what you feel is fun and easy in your day-to-day life and do some of the hard things and some of the things that are going to stretch you a little bit in order for you to really progress and attract people around you. We have to remember this is a high attraction business, and as Danielle said before, we do have to be different. Um, we have to be the exception to the rule because there are a lot of things out there that don't do things exactly the way they should, and Advocare does everything um, as best as it can be done, and so we have to make sure that we are living that out in our daily lives, and we have to really look at our personal um, daily activity and make sure that it's in line with the values and the principles that we say that we represent here in Advocare. And so, everybody that is watching this video, I really encourage you to go to your microsite and read the 10 guiding principles that Charlie Regis laid out for each and every one of us to live our life by as an Advocare distributor. And, I'm not going to get into them specifically, but they basically are a blueprint for how you should conduct yourself here, and you should, honor whatever it is, God, you believe in with everything that you do, and your family. You should honor your family and your friends. Advocare should be a plan B source of income, and you should honor and respect your plan A, and everything else that comes along with it. You should respect the integrity of the person that you bring into Advocare, and you should seek to grow and be as professional and as trained as possible here in Advocare. And that's one of the things that's really separated a lot of the very successful people here in Advocare, is that they were willing to change. They were willing to make an adjustment in their life and look at their life and know that not everything that they were doing at that time equaled up to those 10 guiding principles or what Advocare said that they represented. And I'll give you a specific example of myself. I used to have a foul mouth. I used to say a lot of things that didn't need to be said, and my viewpoint on foul language now is that it's number one, it's demeaning. It's also very intimidating, but it's also not language. Foul language is not really anything that has any value to it. It does not add value to someone's life. It just basically makes them feel worse than they were before. And it's just another cop out for us to be lazy with our words. And one of the things we really have to remember is that words have power, and the way that we speak to people can really set the tone for a relationship moving forward. And so, if you're someone like me who used to curse a lot and used to say a lot of bad things, it might be a good time for you to really take a look at yourself and assess your business and see if your business is matching up with the language that you carry. Because I know that when I was using a lot of foul language, I didn't have a lot of people that wanted to be around me. But when I consciously made a switch to better myself, to better my language, and to better the way that I spoke to people, and that includes speaking to them more about them and not talking about myself, but also speaking to them with class, character, and integrity, and with calmness and a genuineness, excuse me, that I wasn't exhibiting before. I really started to see a lot of high quality people come on board. Never met a person that I would consider a leader or a high level servant leader or relationship builder that constantly is dropping F bombs or cussing all the time. So it was just something that I had to really change and get out of my day-to-day life. Another thing is that we represent a health and wellness company. We are talking to other people about their nutrition, talking to other people about changing their life and changing their day-to-day activity, and really getting a routine in there when it comes to health and wellness, and getting bad stuff out of their diets, and really putting in good solid nutrition, and changing all those things. And one of the things that comes along with that is that if you're somebody out there who tends to want to drink a lot, or consume a lot of alcohol because that's just what you do, it's going to send a double message. And I'm not on here, it's not a PSA or PC, whatever it is, that says that you need to stop drinking or drinking is bad. It's just like Jesse Reynolds, and like a lot of other people I've noticed, they decided to make a conscious decision to exclude alcohol from their life. There are a lot of things that we could talk about, from a health perspective. That's the main thing, because it does send a double message. But I think one of the funniest quotes and one of the best quotes I ever heard from Jesse Reynolds is, he said, I never met somebody who said my life is really going down, down this road, down the tubes, and then I started drinking and everything got better. I don't, I've never met somebody like that. So it's just a decision that we have to make to increase our value to people, and increase our attractability. Um, Charlie Regis has a very, very poignant statement. He said, "Advocare is not built in the bars. It's not built in the saloons. It's built at the kitchen tables and in the living rooms." And so the point being is that sometimes we really do have to do things that are not comfortable at first, but then once we actually do them, we see how enriched and how much better our day-to-day life and activity is for making those conscious decisions. I don't regret any part of that. I don't regret not cussing um, or giving up cussing, because the way that I speak to my wife now is completely different. The way that I speak to my son is completely different as well, because I'm very conscious about the words that I use. And I'm also very conscious about what goes into my body, because I do want to be a good example for this company, for my team, and for my family, and for my faith to begin with. But just to kind of wrap this up here, I don't mean to speak for a long time. Just remember, guys, that everything that we do, and everything that we watch, and everything we listen to, and everything that we read has a impact on the way that we think. And so make sure that the external sources that you choose are positive and really add value to your life, and are increasing the knowledge base, or the leadership base that you have, and are enabling you to do greater things. And one of the other things that we gave up, and I'm wearing my hat for a reason. I'm from Illinois. I'm a huge Chicago Bears football fan. There's nothing more that I would rather do than watch a Chicago Bears football game. But this past year, we gave up cable. We don't have cable. I can't watch a single game this year. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I'm not going to miss it, because that time that I would spend watching Chicago Bears football, I'm probably going to be spending with my 3-year-old and my new son that's coming into this world in October. So it's about value. It's about what is more important to you, um, and what are you willing to give up in order to have the things that you want. If you're somebody that says that you want time freedom, then you're going to have to make some choices and decisions in this journey of things that you're going to need to give up. And so I chose to give up football. I chose to give up cable, and really don't. I'm not going to look back on it at all, and because I'm going to be blessed by the time that I get to spend with my family. And I'm also going to be blessed by the business that we're able to build with that extra time that we have, to pour into other people who are looking for the same things that we were 2.5 years ago. And so, the ultimate question always is going to be, how can I add value to other people's life? And how can the things around me that I surround myself with, and allow into my brain, how do they add value to my life? And so take an account of what you have in your day-to-day life, and ask yourself, is it adding value to me? Is it increasing my knowledge base of leadership? Is it allowing me to be a better leader and to be a better influencer of other people, so that they want to become more for themselves, and they want to be involved with AdvoCare? Or is it just something that fills the gaps? Is it just something that makes me feel happy, and stimulates me for a moment? Is it just something that everybody else is doing? Because I think the common theme here is this: we are different, and if you don't think we are, take a really good look around you, and ask yourself, how many people are asking you questions about your dreams, about your hopes, and about your future, and about what it is that you really want to do in your life. How many people in your life are asking you those questions? And then really think, are we different? Because we are. And so you have to take an account and really understand what kind of value you're adding to other people, but also, what are the things around you? Are they adding value to you? Because if they're not, then they're probably things that you can get rid of and not miss. And you can start really focusing on those things that are going to help you understand people more, that are going to help you relate to people more, and that are going to help you make an impact in people more. And that's what we're here to do. And so I hope that I have shed some light on some of the things that we got to hear down in Hilton Head. And I know that there's an incentive trip coming up soon. And I think everybody on this call should really focus on how you're going to earn it, because there's nothing greater than being around a group of like-minded people whose sole purpose and goal is to help other people be in that room with them, and to get the value that we've gotten out of um, being around quality human beings. AdvoCare is an amazing health and wellness nutritional company. We have the best products on the planet. We have amazing people behind it. But I will always tell you this, the people that have become part of my life through Advocare are my friends and the leaders that I've been in contact with. That's the biggest value that I've gotten out of Advocare. This is a leadership factory disguised as a health and nutritional company. And you guys need to do your best to get around those people so that you can understand what it takes to build a business to the level that they do, that you want to get to, if that's what you want to do. And so I hope that each and every one of you will really go after this incentive trip and go after the corporate incentive trip, because those are amazing as well. I cannot wait to see each and every one of you at Success School, because if you don't have your Success School ticket and you're listening to this webinar or this whatever it is, video thing, you are wasting your time. And I'll tell you that, at Success School or whenever I see you, there's nothing greater in this business than getting yourself and people to Success School. And my wife and I, are prime examples of that, because we didn't want to go, but we went. And that was 2.5 years ago. We were making $1,000 a month. We are earning about $15,000 a month now. That doesn't matter, but that's just a point of reference for you to understand. Please do everything that you can to get to Success School. It will only benefit you, not us. And we are so blessed to call each and every one of you our friends, and we hope that you have a good night. And bear down.